Well, hey folks, this is John with Ozarks Backroads with you today. We're out on an expedition in the eastern Ozarks. We're in the Irish wilderness. We're camped out at Missouri's newest campground, our state park, Echo Bluff State Park. We're at Timbuktu Campground here at Echo Bluff. You notice I got the portable Ozarks Backroads World Headquarters set up here, and I'm camping in good company. A lot of these people are jealous of my setup, but you know, you got to show off a little bit every now and then. So we got a big day today. We're heading out in some wilderness. I think my circle, I've got it mapped out here, is about 42 miles or 44 miles. It's 22 miles to my farthest point before I start heading back. So we're gonna have a big day. So this is Echo Bluff State Park, and we're kind of going through the park here. We just left the campground. They've got lodging, and they rent these, you can see these like condos. You can rent those out. That's the main lodge and hotel. I got rooms there you can rent. So here's our trail where it starts. We are in the Roger Pryor backcountry. All right, welcome to the backcountry. Don't get lost, don't get eaten by a bear, and most importantly, don't get lost and don't get eaten by a bear. This is just a little stream here. No. Well, that's nice though. Whoop. All right. Here we go. Up on the pigs. Oh, it's deeper than I thought it was. Woo. I'm gonna see how slick this is, if it's got slime on it or not. Yeah, it's pretty slick, but I can stand up on it all right, so. And no brakes. Yeah. That's the way we like it. Here's an old barn. Looks like it's been here for a day or two. It's actually a log, I guess a log barn maybe. And then they've built a bigger one next to it, got the old tin on it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's water on this one. I'm gonna go down here and walk on this. It's slick, but it's not just horrible. If we go nice and easy and keep my feet down, I'll be fine. I don't see a lot of the brown. It's that brown slime that'll get you. That stuff is super slick. I think that water's moving fast enough. It's not going to be a big issue. No brake. Beautiful. They even poured a little concrete on the approach here. I'm telling you, man, we're living large right here. Well, we've already found our first little log structure of the day. That's good. I was hoping we could find some of those. All right, folks, I've been riding for 22 miles and just now have gotten down to the river, to the current river. Get a place where we can see. Yep. River's big here. There we go. That's a little better view. So we're just following the river over here. Can't see it. Ooh. Ah, great. I better look at this. It's looking a little sketch right here. I knew this was going to be rough and tough and woolly down in here. See what we can do here. I'm going to stay right. That worked. Let's get the drone up and take a look at this place, see where we're at. Well, that was a look at the current river. We've made it to the very bottom of the area that I was wanting to get to. I'm really surprised I made it this far, to be honest with you. Keep her in the center, man. All right. Shoot that one down the middle as well. Oh. Ooh, yeah. There you go. There's some Ozark driveway for you. Oh, jeez. Can't see the knobby rocks in the shadows here. It's all camouflaged. I may have to go back and do that again. I think I missed a couple of them big knobby rocks. Well, we're almost to get out. We got about 7 more miles here. We've made it up off the river down here. We've come all the way back up here. This is about 15 miles. So 7 miles in here, they've got a little place you can stop on the trail. They got little grills all set up. You can cook yourself some lunch, whatever you got, and they got picnic tables back in here. Okay, this used to be a fire tower. These are the pedestals. There's 4 of them right here. This is what the tower set on. Pretty good sized tower. It's about 20 feet, between the 18 or 20 feet here between these pedestals. These big old bolts that were in here, the studs that yeah, so a fire tower used to sit here. And I guess they've made it a little campground. I went ahead and put the drone up there at that little campground we were at on the side of the road, just to see what 10 miles in every direction of forest looks like, and looks kind of like what you'd expect. Trees as far as you can see. That's it. We went over this earlier and it wasn't too bad. Splash through the creek right here. Get through that gravel bank. Here's another splash. Well, we made it off that trail right there. That's where it comes out here at Echo Bluff State Park. Quite a few creek crossings and some gravel and washed out hills and stuff, but it wasn't bad. I didn't fall down, go boom, so I'm pretty happy. I found someplace else I wanted to go. I had a little extra time today, So we jumped on the Tiger and we've ran over to a place called the Devil's Well, which is just a little spot. It's a basically it's a sinkhole that's fell in and opened up a cave. There's a cave under it, and the cave runs about a mile down to the river, and the cave opens up at the river there, and there's a stream that runs through the cave and empties out into the river. Here's a picture of them exploring it when they discovered it. Ropes down into it. That'd been kind of cool to do. This one shows the cave spring here on the current river. And I've been on that river and been up in that cave. You can canoe up in it a little ways. Not too far, but... And then along through here, and then we're right here. We're going to look down in this. So here we are. We got a stairway that kind of runs down and around this sinkhole. We're going to wind up down in this sinkhole at the bottom. Well, we're just about to walk down into the viewpoint. Kind of dark down in here. We got an overhang here that's good for whacking your head on, looks like. We'll have to duck under this. Alright, well they got the grate cleaned off. We can kind of look down through it here. And down in the bottom, you can see the river. Pretty good drop from here. Look at it here. They got a grate over this, keep people from falling in. Well, here's a picture of the cave on the river, where it empties out into the river. Right here. All right, we had a look at the Devil's Well there. That's kind of a cool spot. I've been here before, and that's the best look I've ever got down through the grate. It's always had leaves and stuff on it before, and I couldn't see very good. Wasn't too bad today. I think while we're in the neighborhood, I'm going to run on up the road here just a few more miles to Acres, Missouri, A-K-E-R-S. They've got a ferry that goes over the river there. I think it's just drawn across on a cable. I think there's a cable stretched across the river, and they pull the ferry back and forth along the cable. But we'll go look at it and see. Kind of nice down in here. Nice and cool. Okay, we made it to Acres Ferry. It's just a wide spot in the road. And here's the sign. I didn't realize you had to pay. Ring bell and honk if you need service. So yeah, it's access on the river, so these people are all on the river. These cars you see here. Just a junction in the road. Let's go down here and see what this is all about. Not a real big ferry, but you could get probably 3 pickups, two or three pickups, or a couple of pickups in a car on there. And there's the rigging that runs along the cable. It's tethered to the ferry, ties it to the cable, and then it rolls along the cable across there. And then over here we got Grandpa. He's tending the ferry. You ring the bell and he'll bring the ferry over for you. And he's got probably his grandson with him there. Looks like. Yeah, there's a look at the ferry there. The winch on it. And the cable that it runs along there, strung across the river. Kind of cool. Really nice river right here. Well, that was a look at the river here and the ferry at Acres, Missouri, Acres Ferry. That's kind of neat. That's kind of a Norman Rockwell looking situation there with the granddad and the grandson over there waiting for somebody to come along so they can drag them across the river on the ferry. That's kind of cool. We're gonna head into Eminence now and see if we can score some groceries. I'm about to turn into a pumpkin. See if we can get on down the road here. So how's this funky angle with the camera, the B-cam looking, huh? Pretty wild. It's hard to get a shot of me. I can't mount the camera on the bars, it's way too close. So, you know, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. We're gonna run into Eminence and see what's happening there. Maybe we can slip into the car wash and knock some of the trail off this old girl. I kind of like her when she's shiny.